Well, hello racing fans and welcome to It's a Breeze with myself, Deez. This show proudly brought to you by Tab Gold, the intelligent bet. Well, I trust that you, the valued racing fan, as well. And it is Hollywoodbets Scottsville on Sunday. Of course, we missed out at Hollywoodbets Greyville on Friday. It's supposed to be a twilight race meeting, not to be with the inclement weather about here in KZN. And one has to take that into account when structuring one's bets, because it's been tough for trainers to get the work in with the horses, and it's a level playing field when it comes to fitness of our racehorses on Sunday. But we're hoping it turns out to be a wonderful day in the capital, in St. Duzi, Pietermaritzburg, which is my hometown. Well, as you've come to know, all the homework is done. All that's left is to get on the tote. Let's get straight into it. Competitive racing on the day, and we'll bring up the first bet, which is going to be a place accumulator. Well, race number 1 kicks off at 12:30, and the place accumulator begins at 13:05. There are 8 races carded at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. The last race should end off at 16:40. So place accumulator begins in race number 2 at 2:05. And in leg number 1, we're all in with the banker here. I think it is the horse to beat. She is a daughter of Give Me the Green Light, called Green Light Queen, from the stable of Tony Rivelin. I was really encouraged by her last start, where she found a lot of betting support and was second best behind La Madalena. I think she'll be good enough for the top 3 if she does not win there. Race number 2. Race number 3, well, Corne Spies is in town and he often raids with success. Number 7, Messalina. Well, she's had plenty of chances. She's having a 19th run on Sunday. But that said, she's got 11 placings, so she's been a model of consistency. And with the lack of form from the opposition in the field, I think the race looks tailor-made for her to win. So she's going to be a banker in the PA there. Race number 3, horse number 7, Messalina. In race number 4, which is a D stakes over 1,600 meters, I've gone with 3 runners. It's a small field of 7, and I can say that, just looking at the weights and how things are structured here from top to bottom, it looks like a competitive 7-horse field. So 3 runners in a 7-horse field. Number 1, Whispers of War. Number 3, Run to Rio. And number 7, Beach Palace. And if we can double up there, that will be a bonus in the place accumulator. Race number 5, I think the PA, this horse called Parmenion from the Guard Puller stable, looks the part for the top 3. Nice to have jockey Andrew Fortune back riding, getting his license, and of course this is his first race meeting back riding. He was supposed to race or ride on Friday night at Hollywoodbets Greyville. Of course, that meeting, as we mentioned at the top of the show, abandoned, but these will be his first rides on Sunday, and I think he'll have an outstanding chance of going very close to winning here in race number 5 with horse number 3, Parmenion, who I think will appreciate the extra 200 meters now, having watched the horse over 1,400 last time out. So 3 a banker there in the PA. What are we doing in race number 6 for the place accumulator? 6, Princess Palace is the horse that I'm going to lead with. Duncan Howells and Rachel Vinegar claiming the 1.5 kgs, but the backup for the PA is going to be number 8, Elusive Bell. And then race number 3, 3 runners in the place accumulator. Number 2, Wings of Josephine. Will then include number 3, One Smart Cookie, and number 5, Tequila Sky. 2, 3, and 5. And then we end off this place accumulator. If we are going, I think we're fairly safe with these 3 runners. Number 4, War Empress. Horse number 6, 21 May. And then possibly the right horse in the race, now coming back to 1,000 meters, what looks to be a best trip, is number 11, Captain's Christie. 4, 6, and 11 there for that place accumulator. So that's the place accumulator done. And then we'll kick things off with a pick 3, and I like this bet in the It's Fun segment, which begins in race number 1. So that pick 3 in race number 1 will begin with 2 runners, and those 2 runners will be numbers 2 and 5. The principals, I have all the confidence that the winner should come from one of these 2 runners, both of them putting in smart debuts. Number 2, Mystics Dancer for Robbie Hill, and that's Andrew Fortune's first ride back. He's got rides throughout the day, but this will be his first ride back after getting his license again. He rides for Robbie Hill, and what a thing it will be. First ride back, first winner. with number 2, Mystic Dancer. But the backup is number 5, Barrington Blue. MJ Odendaal stables in fine form, having had a double the last time we raced in KZN. So numbers 2 and 5 there in race number 1. Race number 2, I mentioned that I like the look of Green Light Queen in that place accumulator segment. But the backup for Green Light Queen for the pick 3 going to be 2 runners. Number 3, KMV Retroffit with Andrew Fortune up, and with number 10, Lucen with Guard Puller. So I'm going to go numbers 3, 8, and 10 there in leg number 2. And then we end off that pick 3 with a banker. Yeah, it is Massalina. Imagine tipping confidently for a horse that's having a 19th run in the maidens. Just tells you what the opposition looks like. And I think her Gauteng form lines will be strong enough to see her win there. So that pick 3 just cost you 2 times 3, which is 6 Rand and a banker in race number 3. And then the last segment is going to be a bipod that will begin in race number 1. The bipod begins at 12:30, and then that is going to be over 1,200 meters. It's going to be a maiden juvenile plate for that bipod in race number 1. And once we bring up that screen for that bipod, it's going to be race number 1, as I mentioned, at 12:30 over 1,200 meters. Let's get to that slide, guys. Race number 1, 12:30, bipod begins, and it's going to be number 2, Mystic Dancer, and number 5, Barrington Blue. So 2 and 5 in race number 1. Race number 2, we're going to go with the 3 runners, numbers 3, 8, and 10. Just the same numbers that we included in the pick 3, so numbers 3, 8, and 10 there. In race number 2, we spoke about Massalina at length in our previous bet, so that's going to be a banker in the bipod. Race 3, number 7, Massalina. Then numbers 1, 3, and 7, the exact numbers that we've used for the place accumulator, we are going to use for the bipod, numbers 1, 3, and 7 there in race number 4. Then race number 5 for that bipod, over 1,600 meters. Well, I said that Parminion is a banker in the place accumulator. I really like him for the top 3 position, but the backup, if he does fluff for the bipod, going to be 3 other runners. Number 4, Terminator, Andre Nal and Serena Mudley. Horse number 5, Master of Destiny, Stuart Ferry and Sean Veal. And then I've also included horse number 11, World of Our Own, Craig Zaki and Alison Wright, the recent maiden winner. And I think that could be sufficient backup for the bipod if Parminion misses out on that top 2. And then on to race number 6. We're going to close things off in that bipod with the 2 runners that we have included in the place accumulator. Number 6, Princess Palace, and horse number 8, which is Elusive Bell. And that's the 6 legs of the bipod, guys. And those are our bets for the Sunday, the 2nd of March. Can you believe we're in a new month already? It's the 3rd month of 2025 as we build up to our KZN champion season. Well, you have a blast, find all the winners, and hopefully it turns out to be a wonderful day for you, the valued racing fan. And as always, we thank you for an invaluable spend on the tote, and together we can surely make a difference. Until we meet again, from the entire team, it's a breeze with myself, Deez. You take care. Salani Gashre.